Good morning. Dr. Mix here from Adjust and Bastrop. And not sure if you can tell behind me today, but man, it's raining. And when I drive through the rain like I did this morning on the way to work, I was thinking, I wonder if patients correlate the nerve system working properly with good rain. And I talk about this a little bit in the office, but let me explain what I mean. When it's raining, the rain, among other things, nourishes the soil, helps the seeds that are trying to germinate and become something one day, depending on whether they're a plant or a tree or a flower. Without rain, that's impossible. You may have the best soil, good sunlight, but without the rain, that third major component, and of course there's other things, like you need oxygen, you need a good air and quality, right? You can't be in a deprived environment either. But rain is significant. I think about that when it comes to chiropractic and when we start adjusting someone. If the cells in your body, think of that like the flower garden you have at the house. If the cells in your body are malnourished, they haven't been getting the proper amount of nervous system supply, then they truly won't work as well as they could. Now, when we make our chiropractic adjustment, if we do it properly and we remove the interference to that brain to body connection, then those cells will get the proper nourishment again. Now, what happens when we have a deprived garden of water and we water for the very first time? Some things maybe weren't deprived of nutrition as much as others. So some areas will bounce back right away. The flower will just get that energy and get that nourishment, and the leaves will open up. Some, however, have been so deprived of nourishment that they'll just have to die, regerminate, and new cells will have to take place and flourish in their spot. Well, it's no different with the human body. Some areas have been malnourished because there's been a subluxation, an alignment issue in the spine where the nervous system isn't able to work at its best. And some of those cells have been malnourished for some time. They truly have to die and new cells take their place. Nice thing is that our bodies have all new cells, different kinds have different timelines, but approximately once every 14 months we have a new body in front of us. That's great. That means the nervous system, if we can get it working well, will have great nourishment to all the cells in the body, new or old, within about 14 months. So it does take time sometimes to see the change that can happen in our bodies depending on what our symptoms are. But if we keep giving it proper nerve supply, if we keep watering the garden properly, then we know that the body will be able to function the way it was initially designed. That's what we do as chiropractors. Now, the big difference here, I'll warn you, is that I can put too much water on the garden. I can't give too much communication between the brain and the body. Your nervous system has this inherent ability to heal and to keep you alive despite the environment that you're placed in. So when we free up the channels, we're allowing the communication between your brain and those cells to work as best as possible. Hope this clears things up. I thought it was a nice analogy that you could think about and use with your friends and family. Have a wonderful day. Talk to you soon.